What's going on, guys? It's your boy NTG back again with another video. And in today's video, guys, I got a good one for you guys. Funny thing about this podcast here is I recorded this last year, literally a year exactly, and I never dropped it. I was supposed to drop it. The Academy was asking me about it. Yo, NTG, you never dropped your rags to riches trading journey. You never uploaded it. What happened? I was like, dang. I finished the video too, and I just never uploaded it. So what you guys are about to watch right here is me talking about my trading journey from like literally the beginning until the NTG Academy. So like I said, I did this video last year, so I'm finally gonna upload it. So I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's a good video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. And yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get straight into it. Let's get it. And it's gonna be today's podcast. So I'm gonna talk about my journey. So I never really did a video on this on full details, going from when I first started trading to pretty much into the NTG Academy. And so if you guys are interested in listening to my journey, I'm gonna do this podcast today. It's gonna be a good video. I promise you guys, I got some good stories to tell you. You know, my journey leading up to me being a profitable trader. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So pretty much, you know, let's go ahead and go from the start, you know, from before NTG. I was introduced into Forex trading in 2015. Okay, so I was in high school at the time. I was a senior, and some of my friends, my close friends, were doing Forex. So they were, I remember they had like a group, and they started doing programs. And I remember they kept saying how like they were going to make $1 million in a year. They had this whole plan, this whole Forex scheme, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So you guys know the whole Forex. You guys know the whole program there with Forex, right? Back in the day. And there was actually a couple, you know, they're actually well known now, but there was a couple Forex dudes that used to come by the school as well, you know, in their Beamers and their Ferraris. They used to come by the school and say, you know, oh, who's those guys? Like, oh, they trade the Forex market, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I remember those days. So that was high school, but I didn't actually start trading yet. I just knew about Forex. So that year was when Forex was implanted in my brain. So I had it in the back of my head. And I was like, okay, it looks cool, but, you know, I did some research on it, and it's going to take too much time to study and things like that. I just got a full scholarship. So I was really, I was on college. You know, I was like, man, I'm going to college. Like, you know, if I run into trading later in the future, that would be cool. All right. So let's go. So that was how I got introduced. And then let's go into 2016 when I'm about to start trading. So overall, I've been trading for 7 years. It'll be 6 going on 7 or 7 years. 2016, that's when I actually was looking, and this was the end of 2016. And my roommate, which is one of my best friends now, he was still trading a little bit. You know, he was still going. It was the same group from high school. They stayed in communication. They were going back and forth into trading and stuff, but I never really seen no real results from the group. So that's what kind of steered me away from actually trying to trade. You know, I gave them some money to trade for me sometimes, but then I stopped doing that after, you know, I didn't make any money, obviously. So I stopped giving them money. It wasn't big money. It was like $100, $50. They told me they can flip $50, $100 to like 10K. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll give you 50. So yeah, so that's where that started. And then the end of 2016, going into 2017, this is when I wanted to start doing Forex on my own. Now I want to do my own research. Like, I actually want to put some time into it because I was working 2 jobs. So I'm actually going to be showing you guys pictures too as well. You know, I still save these screenshots to this day because sometimes I just like to go back and remind myself of where I was before. So I was working 2 jobs. I was working at a pharmacy, and I was working for a moving company. Okay. And I want to tell you guys this specific story that really made me grind hard to figure out Forex right here. Okay. So I worked for a moving company, and there was this one specific house we moved out that really changed my life. Okay, so it was in the backwoods, right in the middle of nowhere in the woods. Okay, I walk into the house, and the smell, I cannot describe to you guys the smell, but it was intolerable, right? The smell was it was the worst thing I ever smelled in my life. Okay, that smell still haunts me to this day. All right, it was the worst possible thing ever. Like even wearing a mask did not help. Like, it was so bad. When I walked in the house, it was dirty. I'm gonna show you guys pictures. There was roaches everywhere, spiders, and dead bugs everywhere, loose clothes. It was just a complete dirty house. Like, it was untouched. Okay, when I walked in the house, I was like, what is going on here? And we had to move all that stuff. And mind you guys, I was only making like $10 an hour, and I was the truck driver, so I was not making money at all, like zero, to move this house. So we're in the process of moving this house, right? The smell is still bad. I'm getting used to it a little bit, but it's still like every time I walk out the house and I walk back in, I have to prepare myself because the smell is still so bad. And, yeah, like I said, I'm going to show you guys the pictures there it was just dead roaches everywhere. And I was moving out the stuff in the closet, and I see like some like old, like, war. So whoever lived in this house was like in the army, and they had like medals. They had like a old like gearbox and things like that. And we're taking all that stuff out. Now, the lady that called us to move the stuff out was the daughter, right? And then we got to like closer to the closet, to the bathroom, and this is when the smell was like at its peak. Like, it was so bad. I don't know why it was so bad at that spot, but it was the worst right there. And me and my coworker we were moving the house, we just kept looking at each other like, oh my gosh, like we're like, I don't even know if we can do this job. I don't know if we can do this job. Okay. And the lady was like, oh, I'm so sorry, my father passed away right there. And I looked at her, and I was like, hold up. Your father, I'm sorry for your loss. Your father passed away there, but don't you think you could have told us that? She's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. He passed away here. His body was decomposing here for almost a week. That's why I came up, and it was suspicious because I haven't heard from him. When I checked on him, he was already gone. And mind you guys, like, a dead body can be like very toxic. Like, you have to wear a mask. Like, that's crazy. Like, it should be, I think it's illegal, but I don't know why that lady did not tell us that, but that should have been illegal. I was like, oh my, this is crazy. I felt bad for her, but I was like, what? I was like, why couldn't she have told us this information? So this whole time, when that smell was coming from a dead body. Okay. Which is ridiculous, which is crazy. The craziest thing to think of. Like I said, I felt so sorry for her, but dang, like, and that made me feel like my job was like, what the heck? Like, I'm moving boxes. I'm moving heavy furniture I wasn't even making like $200 for the week unless I got like a good tip. If I got a good tip, I can get it to like $400 or $500, but that wasn't even consistent. Moving is not a consistent job at all. If you work for a moving company, a small moving company, not like a main franchise, like City Furniture or something like that. I'm talking about like a small private business owned company. You don't get too many jobs. And I was just looking at myself. Like, after that job, I finished it took like 7 hours to do that job. After I finished, I really sat down and just like contemplated my life. Like, I had $40 in my hand plus a tip, so I made like $110, right? Something like that. I had like $70. Yeah, $70 in my hand, and then I made like $40 a tip. And I just sat there, like, I just like thought, like, man, like, I did all this work. I moved somebody's dead dead house out, deal with all of that for $100 for the day. And my whole day, 8 hours gone. And I was really like, no, life can't be like this. I know I was still in school. I didn't graduate yet, but I was really just like, dang, like I have to really work like this just to barely pay for my food. That specific job there really changed everything. And then that same night, I literally opened up my computer and started looking at Forex. That same night, guys. So this was end of 2016 and going into 2017. That's what really changed the gear there, okay? And I was still working also part-time at the pharmacy. And I got tired of my supervisor telling me to do these things, and Auntie G, you forgot to put these boxes away, the trash. Like, you had to do so much. You had to be the store associate, customer service, you had to be the pharmacist, you had to be the supervisor, you had to be the cash register supervisor, you had to be the store manager, you had to do everything for an associate. You had to do everything. They made you do everything. You had to be the janitor, you had to be the police, you had to be the security, you had to be everything in that job to make $11 an hour. And so, working, I had to work those back-to-back shifts, because, I had to make some money. And I was like, man, so this is what I'm going to be doing until I graduate. I said, I can't do this. Like, I had dreams. I wanted to train. You guys know I'm training for the Olympics now. I wanted to train full time. I wanted to live my goals. I'm like, man, how can I make this money? And that's when Forex came back and it came into my brain. I was like, whoa, let me actually check this out. So I started 2017, like officially. I started studying. I started grinding. And I started making some profits. I'm going to show you guys screenshots of my old profits as well, so you guys can see back when I still even had my Android, actually. I was putting like $30 in there. I was putting like $50, $100. I think $100 was like the most I put in the account, because that's the most I could put in. And I was just like on this, like, man, like I can't, this 100 to 1K, maybe I can make like $50. The whole start, the whole thing where you see all the mentors and they're making money and things like that, and that's what you want to do. You want to make money. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me start getting into it. Let me start opening an account. And that's what I did. So I started opening an account. I remember some things that my old friendship group used to tell me a long time ago. I used to apply a little bit. I changed it up. I wasn't making money. I'm going to show you guys my negatives. Like, man, I was like making negative like $1, negative $20. It was all bad for that first 2 years. So from like 2016 to 2018, going a little bit until 2019, I would say like 2018 of like February, like it was just like not consistent profit at all. Nothing at all. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this is not going to work. I was still working. I quit the moving company, but I was still working at the pharmacy. And I picked up another job at a martial arts school. But I was like, maybe this is not going to work. And then, for those 2 years, I kind of just was like, you know what? Let me just take a break. And I took like a 3-month break. Like I forgot about Forex at all. Like I dumped it out of my brain. And for those 3 months, I took a break. I didn't know I was going to take a break for 3 months. I didn't set that goal. Like I wasn't like, okay, I'm going to take a break for 3 months. It kind of just became 3 months. But that was really me just giving up. Like I just gave up in general. I gave up in Forex in general. Like I was like, you know what, I'm done. I can't keep depositing money. Because after that point, over those 2 years, I deposited like maybe 15K in total. And that was literally with like $100 deposit, $50 deposit. Sometimes I have a good day, a good week, and I can do like $250. So that's just like deposit. And it was like almost over 15K over the span of those 2 years. And it's like, nah, I can't keep wasting money like this. So I stopped. And so going almost into the towards of 2018, this was June. Okay. And going into July. And then my brother's birthday was coming up. And he wanted a gaming system so he can start gaming. He wanted to be a gamer. I wanted to support him, but I didn't have the money. If you guys know, a gaming PC is not cheap. Okay, you have to buy all the parts. You're easily looking at $2,000. So I was like, you know what? How can I make some money so I can get my brother this gift? And my brother came to me. He's like, oh, you still do the Forex trading thing? I'm like, I haven't actually took a break, but now that you mention it, I actually kind of yeah, I still do it. Why? What's up? He's like, oh, well, I just made some money. I have like $350. And he was like, if you can flip it for me, I can buy my computer. That'd be cool. And I said, okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, give me the 350. I'll flip it for you. I was scared because I'm like, dang, like I might lose my brother's 350. But he was like, yo, if you lose it, don't worry about it. So that kind of gave me the confidence. Like, all right, cool. If you don't care, then I'll put it in for you. And to this day, I still have those screenshots, like I said. And he gave me 350, and this is when I flipped the account. I flipped it to the almost 6K. So I'm gonna show you guys the screenshots. I flipped it to almost 6K. I'm gonna send myself the screenshot so you guys can see it there. But I flipped it to 6K. Let me see. Yeah, I flipped it to 6K. First it hit 2,000. 22,000, then I got to 4,000, and then I got to 6,000. I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe I just flipped this account. And this is just a little strategy that I mixed together, creating. This is when Anti-G started to be born here, right? With this first flip. And that's why some of you guys know me, in my beginning days as, Anti-G just flipping the account, okay? They used to call me Bob the Builder, all those nicknames, okay? Back in 2021 when I started my channel. But in 2019, I was flipping accounts like crazy. Like I was able to actually consistently flip accounts. And I was like, yo, this strategy is working good. And so I would back test my own strategy, forward test it. I would adjust it a bit. And this is when I'm building now. I'm building all my strategies. 2019, I'm building everything. I was locking in. And all my trading was successful, and I was just making consistent profit. I was making $2,000, $4,000, and I was putting in 1K, and I would make 10K. So it was all, I was doing that for a year and a half, almost 2 years. So in total, I almost been trading for 4 years by now already. So 2 years later, this is when I started my YouTube channel. But my YouTube channel was not supposed to be where it's at now. So I appreciate everybody that subscribe and, hit the like button on the videos, watch the videos all the time. But I really uploaded those videos for my friends. So some of them that was still trading a bit, I was actually trying to explain my strategy because I was showing them hey, I'm flipping 1K accounts and things like that. They're like, yo, show us your strategy. And I was explaining it to them, but they weren't really getting it. They're like, yo, can you make a video on it? I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. But the issue was, I couldn't send them 30-minute, hour-long videos. So I was like, how can you guys watch it? I'm be like, oh, you know what? I can upload it on YouTube. I can publish it, and then you guys can watch it on YouTube. They're like, oh, that's perfect, bro. Yeah, let's do it. I was like, all right, cool. I'll do that. So I did a couple videos of my this is when I was still trading Forex. I was trading GU, UJ, all those pairs, right? And I was explaining my account flips, my strategies, everything like that. And the funny part about it is they didn't even watch the videos. So I did all of that. And I was like, yo, did you watch the video? Did you watch the video? Like, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch it after work. Or, yeah, I'm going to watch it soon. I'll let you know what I think. Never got back to me. So I was like, what the heck? I'm doing these videos for no reason. They're not even watching it. But then as soon as I was going to delete the video after a week or two, my video started gaining traction already. I'm like, what the heck? My video got 400 views, 500. I'm like, yo, y'all watching my videos? They're like, oh, yeah, I still got to watch the video. And then people are liking it. People are commenting, hey, yo, this is a good video. And I'm like, okay, cool. I guess I'll leave it up. I'm not, like I said, I'm not expecting anything on my YouTube channel. I'm just uploading videos. I'm just uploading my breakdown. I still do that to this day. Just upload my trade breakdowns. I take my trades, I break it down, I upload on YouTube. And it just started getting traction. It started keep going up. People liked my account flips. I started breaking PRs. I did like $1,000 to 25,000 on gold. I just broke my new PR today. I made 53,000. So I posted it on my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, ntg.academy. And so yeah, and you guys know the rest of the story. That's when NTG was born, and that's when just the videos started popping off, and I started to develop my strategy even more. Now I do live trading and mentorship. So yeah, and the live trading just evolved me as a trader even more. Live trading for VIP. Of course, I got some more stories I can tell you guys. Like, when I was working at the pharmacy, when I got way more stories on the moving company. If you guys ever want to hear that, but I just wanted to upload, kind of just like a short summary of my journey. If you guys want to hear more, like throughout the years, of like what I used to do, work and etc., how I used to like back test and work at the same time, I'll definitely upload some videos for you guys on that. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys hit that like button, or you guys in the comment section below, if you guys want to hear more, just let me know. This is just me doing something a little different. Wanted just to talk to you guys on a personal level. I know some of you guys are going through that phase right now. You're working double time, you're struggling and you're trying to make trading work. So maybe this journey will, provide some motivation for you guys. I hope it does. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It was your boy NTG, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.